something real quick. Check this out. Yeah, that part right there. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna play a little bit of it, just a little bit of it. I just want to play a little bit of that, man. You know what I mean? Just play a little bit of it, and get right off into the title. Why the women in the music industry are more successful than the men in the music industry right now. You know what I mean? Because you hear that. That's hot. That's hot. So if you tuning in with the boy right here on YouTube, first one I'm doing on YouTube. So again, why the women are so hot in the music industry versus men that's in the music industry? 'Cause y'all here for the last few years, the women been really putting on in the music industry. They've been really turning it out. You know, uh, head leader, Cardi B, and that song is fire. That song is fire. I mean, for a woman's song, that's fire. You know what I mean? That's really fire. You know, um, I think me personally, I think the women in the music industry really coming tougher than men because all the dudes want to sound alike. Every last one of them want to sound alike. You know what I'm saying? They all use the auto tune. They all want to sound like Future. You know, every last one of them want to sound like Future. It's very few guys that I like to listen to that sound different. You know what I mean? That got their own style, got their own, that their own cadence when it comes down to doing music. You know, uh, but for the last few years, the men they suck. You know what I mean? All the dudes they suck. Now you got a fair few of them, like you got the old heads like your yo guys and who, got their own little deal or whatever, their own little style or whatever. Um, but for the last few years, the women been really kicking ass when it comes to the music industry. You know, make hey, hold on. You know, and this is the one I just got to open it up with this one right here. Man, I used to rap back in the game, man. And a song like that, oh man, a song like that, yeah, we'd have got on there and we'd have did something on that song, man. We'd have did something on that song right there. We'd have did something on that song. You know what I mean? Um, if that song don't tap club, oh my god, that song tap club. But me personally, I think that she could have did a remix with a few more other people on there, a lineup of women on there, like uh, uh, Lotto was already on there. She would have put Doja Cat on there, Dochi on there, and Megan Thee Stallion on that one song right there. She did a remix with Young Jeezy, but it's cool. It was cool, but I think if she'd have had that lineup with Doja Cat and Dochi and Lotto and it's another female. Let's go hard, man. Can't think of her name right at the time, but if she'd have had that lineup on that song right there, oh god, that song would have been so hard. The hook itself is hard. For a female, the hook is hard on that song. You know, uh, I think Lotto goes hard. She got her own distinctive voice. She go hard. And it's a couple of young chicks that's coming in. It's a couple of young chicks that's coming in. I think the girl name is YK Nice. You know what I mean? She's young. She's young. Probably younger than my daughter or whatever. But she's making a lot of noise in the music. You know what I'm saying? To with a point where when this chick do music, she don't really need no dudes on the song with her. You know what I'm saying? Because she already carrying the song herself. You know, and the beat is nice. Uh, the song itself is catchy. You know, and this is why. the women is kicking ass in the music industry because they coming out and none of them sound like each other. None of them sound like each other. You know what I mean? I appreciate that for tuning in with your boy on this Saturday night, man, while it's cold out there. You know? But all the women, they kicking ass in the music industry and don't sound like each other. All the dudes, man, when I used to have my studio, man, and artists used to come in, young artists they sound alike, young male artists they sound alike, and they would ask me, man, how does it sound? That shit just sound like Future. You know what I'm saying? Damn, you sound like Lil Baby. I mean, why are we all sounding alike? Back when I was coming up, man, uh, before the internet, before the internet came out, all the rappers, it was a diverse group of rappers. Everybody didn't sound like everybody. You know what I mean? You had your conscious rappers, you had your gangster hardcore rappers, you had your little popcorn rappers like Will Smith, we call them popcorn rappers, but to each his own, it was a very diverse group of rappers and nobody sounded like nobody. You couldn't get caught sounding like nobody in the music industry. We talk biting. Oh, you biting my style. That nigga biting my style. He biting my style. Now, the music industry itself, it pushes that. If you don't sound like they push it one wave, one sound, one wave when it come down to the male artists. They push one wave, just everybody they flooding the whole airwave with one sound. And if you don't sound like that, you won't get a shot. You know, and um you can't talk about you can't talk about anything conscious. You can't talk about nothing conscious. You won't you won't get a shot. You know what I mean? Uh, you have to talk about things that's relatively dumb, if you will. You got to, dumb your audience down. You got to speak to a dumbed down crowd. A lot of them want to party. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We did it when we was coming up. We made party music. You know, we had rappers like Kid and Play. Party animals make party music. All they make dance. They want hardcore. They make dance music. Kwame and Kid and Play and all those guys. They was on the dance side of everything. And then you had your hip hop rappers like Big Daddy Kane and the ones who talk about the microphone this, the microphone that. Those are the hip hop artists. And then you got your hardcore artists like your hardcore gangster rappers like Ice T and Ice Cube and NWA. And I guess to a certain extent, and I don't want to sound like I'm contradictory, but I guess it when the music went from one way, went to this way, and I guess everybody started doing it. But when we went hardcore, from hip hop to hardcore, you know, we still had our own style. We still didn't sound like exactly like with the same sound as another artist. You know, okay, I get that we went to the hardcore when we went from talking about microphone this and microphone that, and we went straight into the hardcore because sorry about that. Sorry about that. Somebody was trying to call. When we went to the hardcore, from the microphone this and the microphone that, uh, we talked about pew pews and everything else, right? But we still didn't sound like nobody. We still sounded like ourselves because we were trying to develop flows, different kinds of flows. I never forget the first time I heard Bone and Biggie. That Bone and Biggie, that Bone. And when Biggie Smalls came on and tried to match the same energy that Bone had, that was the first time a flow like that was presented. A flow like that was the first time it was ever presented. I was amazed. I went home. I ain't gonna lie. I wrote exactly like that. I wrote a rhyme exactly like that. But when it came down to the part that sound like Biggie, I didn't sound like Biggie. I don't know. Not when it comes down to putting your album together. When it comes down to putting the album song together, My sister, sorry, my sister started calling me. I don't know exactly what it is. Hold on. But when it comes to putting the album together, all your songs on your album can't sound the same. It can't sound the same, you know. And that's the point I'm trying to make. You know what I mean? Like if you go listen to a lot of these albums, well, not even albums because they don't do albums no more. When they drop their little mixtape or whatever, every song sounds the same. It sounds like one big long song. You know what I mean? One big long song, and that's exactly what it sounds like with no hooks, no choruses. It's just 2 minutes on this song, 2 minutes on that song, 2 minutes on that song, and everyone last one of them sounds exactly the same. Exactly the same. You know, with the auto tunes on it, uh, sound like they sing crying. It sound like they sing, every last one of them want to sing cry. You know, every last one of them wants to sound like Mo3. You know what I mean? When they want to sing, cry, and stuff like that on the song, that's cool. You know, for one song, but every song sounds like that. Ah, man, let me play y'all something else. Right. Y'all check this one out. Check it, y'all. Hold what y'all got, man. Check this one out. Now, this another song. This is a female song. That's a Hey man, she went hard on this song, man. She went hard on the song. And when it come to the hook, come on, man. That don't take you back. It got like an old school man. Hey, when it come to the hook, when it come to this, it got like an old school feel. Yeah, but you know, I can't play too much of it because I might get flagged for it on it. So I have to kill it. You know what I mean? But when I'm riding and it come on the radio and I'm listening to it for a female song, I don't turn from it. I don't turn from it. I'm like, that's pretty hard. You know what I mean? Because one point in time I used to make beats, and I was like, that's a song. I was like, damn, I wish I would have made that beat. I wish I would have gave that to her. I wish I would have created that and gave that to her. That's hard right there. That's hard. And there's no auto tunes on it. There's no her trying to sing cry on it. There's no her trying to sound like Future or the baby on it. That's her getting it in. That's her getting it in. Now she ain't no lyricist. She's not no hell of a lyricist. You can't expect to say no hard bars or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But hey, man, you gotta get credit for what credit is due. The song is it's all right. It's all right. That's one of those for if you're a producer, you looking at that like, damn, that's all right. I wish I would have did that one. I wish I would have did that one right there and presented that to her and said, hey, you can do this on that because that's pretty hard, man. And that's my theory of why the women in the music industry is kicking ass right now and leaving the men so far behind when it comes to the music. All the men want to do is sound like each other. All y'all dudes want to do is sound exactly like each other. And that's boring. You got to give your ears a break. If you're a producer, you know what I'm talking about. When you mixing that song down, you got so many hours that you're listening to this song and you're mixing it down and you're mixing it down, you're coming back and you're mixing it down. Oh, this stuff. Sometimes you got to give your ears a break. You got to give your ears a break, come back for a few hours, and then when you get your ears a break and time to relax or whatever, and then you come back, then the sound better. But your ears can't get no break with all these guy rappers that's flooding the industry with the same exact sound. And then then they'll say, "Hey, bro, what you think about that?" Nigga, I think you sound like Future. I think you sound like Lil Baby. I think you sound like you know whoever else using auto tunes on their vocals and then trying to sing rap. You know what I mean? Like, man, let's give your ears a break. Get back to the original style. Let's get back to the originality of it. It, you leave your listeners like, man, when we gonna change back? When we when we gonna come back? Like the baby, the rapper, the baby. I like him because he one of the few that uses original vocals, and he's one of the few that just straight rap. Kendrick Lamar, straight rap. You know, in my opinion, Kendrick Lamar got that style from down here in Houston, Texas. What he got going on, but that's just me. That's just me. I can name a rapper right now in Houston, Texas that I could say me. I could honestly say, yeah, Kendrick Lamar got that from him. But again, great minds think alike. That's just me. That's just me. I don't want to. I ain't gonna call no names out. I don't want to pick no dust up. But that's just me. I think he got his style from down here. You know, uh, from an artist, from an artist down here, not the whole culture from down here, but just a particular artist down here in Houston, Texas. I think he got his style. But Kendrick, I like Kendrick. Kendrick, he make you think. He make you think. He don't have just that one particular style. I guess so. You have a free supporting thing. Yeah. I have a free supporting team. What that mean? You have a free supporting team? What? I don't get it. You have a free supporting team. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Shoot me a DM, whatever, however whatever that is. I'm gonna check it out. See what you got going on. Yeah. Appreciate y'all from tuning in, boy, man. I wanna get on here and just and rock it out. You know what I mean? But some of the songs I don't think got a lot of personal feel. And I know how TikTok is. What up, YouTube? What's going on? Yeah. Uh, but I'm sitting here talking about the music industry and why the women are running the music industry the way they run the music industry, leaving men behind. And one of the things that I've been saying and I've been talking about is how all the men sound. And I know a couple of cats might be like, "Oh, nigga, you just old here, man. Times have changed." Yeah, I know times have changed, but when all of your songs on your mixtape sound exactly the same, only thing that changes the beat. The melody is still the same. What the contents of what you're talking about is still the same. You don't change. It's just one long song with a different beat. What? Uh, Doechii ain't doing it like that. She coming with bars. She coming with thought. She coming with something that she probably written down. Now, I don't know if she written it down or freestyle. It sounds like she written it down. She put some thought into it. Doechii Cat, she a force to be reckoned with. Uh, uh, Megan Thee Stallion, man, Megan. These women are being creative. You know what I mean? They being creative when it comes down to the music, and they sitting down putting thought into it. They're not just rolling up some throwing shit on the wall like that. You know what I mean? Putting a bow on a stick and calling it a present, and then giving it to you. They putting some thought into it, and it just sounds good. It sounds good as a producer. I wish a lot of the songs that they coming out with, I wish I'd have came up with it and packaged it up and gave it to them. Now whether they got ghostwriters or whatever, I don't think like a few of them got ghostwriters, but I don't think Doechii Cat got a ghostwriter, and I don't think uh, Doechii got a ghostwriter. I don't think Megan Thee Stallion got a ghostwriter, and I don't think Cardi, Cardi B, Cardi B. I don't think she got a ghostwriter. She sounds like an artist down here in Houston too. Now, I'm not saying she get her style from an artist in Houston. She sounds like a female version of an artist in Houston. I ain't gonna say no names on that one either. But she sounds like a female. She go hard though. She gets straight to the point. You know what I mean? She gets straight to the point. You feel me? Those who know. You know. But she gets straight to the point. She's not no lyricist. She can't hit you with bar for bar. Uh, what's her name? Can hit you with bar for bar when she ain't tripping. Nicki Minaj when she ain't out there tripping. You know what I mean? And tripping with herself. You know, she can hit you with bar for bar. You know, she's pretty nice with it. Musically. Musically. We talk about musically, you know. We ain't talking about, politics that she's trying to get into and whatever else she got going on, and when she, you know, don't want to share the spotlight with other female artists. But musically, she can give it to you bar for bar. She's nice with it. Like, uh, Cardi, she's just a straight up hardcore, get straight to the point. You know what I mean? And I like that. Cardi raw with it. And you can tell these women have been doing it for a long time. Versus the new guys that's coming out. All they want to do is like they what call them microwave rap, hot and ready. These guys are microwave hot and ready artists. They're gonna put it in the microwave, nuke it, and get it just a little warm and throw it on out there. You know what I mean? At the minute it get cold because you can't remember it anymore. You know what I mean? You can't remember the song anymore after a year done go by. After a year that went by, you don't remember this song anymore. You don't remember this song anymore. Uh, it's one guy that had this song. Hold on, I want to play this song for y'all. What this dude's name is, man? What is his name? Now this the song I'm about to play is a really nice song. But the only thing I hate about what happened with this song, um, or with the artist that had this song. What is this dude's name? Dude's name right now. Pull up the song. And see, that's what I'm talking about. When it's a hot and ready song like that, you can really, unless you don't put it inside of your playlist. Once you create a playlist for yourself and you go back and refer to your own playlist, like you can't think of it no more. After a year that went by, it just got cold and nobody think about it no more because it was just a little hot and ready, a little microwave song. You know, it probably did big numbers, but after a minute, you don't remember it no more. You, that's it. I can't even think of the dude's name who sing it. Oh, but yeah, man, that's what I just wanted to get at y'all with, man. Uh, Talk about why the women in the music industry are hotter than the dudes in the music industry. And at one point in time, it was never like that. It was a straight man's world when it came down to the music industry. And only men would rap hard, just like Cardi B rap. You know what I mean? Just like hard Cardi B rap, only men would rap exactly like that. And when a woman come in trying to rap like that, you know what I mean? She had to go through so much to get, put on that same level as a man, a hardcore man rapper. But now, you see, back in the 80s and the 90s, the hardcore men rappers was right here. And you had very few little female hardcore rappers that were trying to get up there because it was dominated by man's world. Now, the hardcore rappers are the females. You know what I mean? Because they up here now. You still got some hardcore male rappers out there. You know what I mean? But not now the hardcore male rappers, they really ain't number trap rappers. They trappers. You know what I'm talking about? They trappers. That's it. They call it for what it is. They trappers, you know? Uh, and you just got just a few of them, just a handful of them now. At first you used to have a whole lot to choose from. You know what I mean? Now, the women are the hardcore rappers now. The women are the one taking the time to do great penmanship on it. Men ain't doing that no more. All they doing is putting it in the microwave and creating something hot and ready. Throwing it on out there, man. Seeing with sticks. Seeing with sticks. Uh, Not all of the songs of the men the hit that I don't like. Not all this. It's a few of them that's all right. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I can rock with that one. I like that. I like it. I can listen to them if I go and work out and go to the gym and work out or get my morning day started. I can listen to it. Not all the time, bro, because right behind that coming another song with the same melody, just a different beat, same melody and the same message. And then after that, another song, same melody, different, same melody, same message, different beat. Huh, what we doing? What we doing, man? What are we doing? What we doing? Hey, what's up? I know they my buddy, man. What's up, Kiki? What it do? What it do? Long time no hear from. How are you? How you been? I ain't seen you in so long, man. Yeah. So I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I just want to get on here Saturday night, chop it up with y'all for about 30 minutes, uh, and discuss why the women are hotter than the men. Uh, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. Next weekend, man, I'm gonna have my boy John Weeds with me on this thing, man. And, we definitely finna have it rocking and rolling with y'all. So, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Hey, YouTube, I ain't gonna hold y'all either, man. So that's it for your boy, man. That's it. That's all I got, man.